then on my website I've got a subscription campaign, which is basically an effort to get people to subscribe to me so that I can afford to go to protests more often. And sometimes the protests come to me, which is nice when that happens. Not so nice when they actually protest me. That's only happened a few times. But when the protests come to the town I'm playing in, you know, and I'm not the subject of them. I had a gig in Brooklyn on September 16th, 2011, and then the next day there was protest on Wall Street, which I went to, and then within a couple of weeks there were protests in the financial districts of every town that I went to. I had a tour already booked that was starting right around then for 2 months, traveling all over the U.S. and Canada, and every town I went to there was an Occupy Wall Street encampment, and right near the biggest, meanest bank in the center of town, so it was really easy to find, and I had a great time playing little midnight concerts.
Occupy!
Encampments. Yeah. Need more of that. Go Turkey. Because this is where they buy the politicians. Because this is where power has its seat. Because 99% of us are suffering at the mercy of the madmen on this street. Because all of us are victims of class warfare, being waged on us by the one person. Because these greedy banksters rob the country, leaving us without the means to pay the rent. Because the last time that we had a decent government was about 1932. Because we the people are supposed to run this country, but instead it's all run by important few. Because now we know that it's to not pay taxes, but that we need a hand in us who bail them out. Because we suspected we lived in a plutocracy, but suddenly there is no doubt, so we're gonna stay right here. We're gonna stay right here. Because both my parents lost their savings, because I have never opened an account, because the interest on my credit card just doubled, and now I can't pay the minimum amount. Because these budget cuts are just immoral, with our schools as overcrowded as they are. Because there are no buses where I live, but I can't afford to drive a car. Because so many of us don't have health insurance, because the rest of us have it but it sucks. Because the rich are flying in their private jets, while the rest of us are slogging through the muck. Because capitalism isn't working, this system has just failed to produce. Because the 1% are prospering, while the rest of us just suffer their abuse. So we're gonna stay right here. We're gonna stay right here. Because it has been demonstrated amply that the winners are the ones who stick around. Because this world should belong to everyone, not just the banksters who would smash it to the ground. Because we've noticed voting doesn't change things when the politicians are mostly millionaires. Because we're learning how to stand up like Tunisians, like they did in Tahrir Square, where a young man named Mohammed Bouazizi struck a match that lit up all the earth. And all around the world the spell was broken, and a movement for the future was in birth. Because there's only so much shit the rich can feed us, because we figure out which side they're on. Because we've learned that we want our liberation, it will only come if we stay here till the rising of the dawn. So we're gonna stay right here. let them choose. Because if we leave our speech to them, all of us will surely lose. Because the climate talk is ticking, and we can't just leave our world behind. Because corporate rule isn't working, and it's time for humans' hearts and minds. Because you can't take it with you, because the rich just do not care. Because it doesn't matter how much you make, but how much you can share. Because these moments don't come alone. Because we want truly to be free. Because we know what really matters. Something called society. So we're gonna stay right here. We're gonna stay right here. We're gonna stay right here. We're gonna stay right here.
Belfast, for all the folks in Turkey right now, 40 different cities protesting all over the place. Somebody sent me a beautiful photo with the caption of this song. When the world has gone crazy, and it's all becoming clear, when they're gunning down our comrades, and it seems the end is near, as they're loading up the launchers for the tear gas grenades, we can take off our bandanas and kiss behind the barricade. When it's madness all around, and you can see this at a glance, we will sing and we will cry, we will laugh and we will dance, as they shout their marching orders beneath the helicopter blades. We shall seize the moment for a kiss behind the barricades. They will try to break our spirit, and at times they may succeed, but our love for the world is stronger than their greed. When the building is surrounded and hope begins to fade, in my final hour, a kiss behind the barricades. As the movement grows, there will be hills and bends, but at the center of the struggle are your lovers and your friends. And the more we hold each other up, the less we can be swayed. Here's to love and solidarity, and a kiss behind the barricade.
David Rovics. Swansea.
I think it's past 11 o'clock. You know, we're all supposed to get up in the morning and work at the munitions factories. You know.
Life is beautiful.
Okay.
You're sitting there in front of me, floating in a cloud. Your talk lies me blind. You're whispering out loud thoughts that make me shiver, words that make me melt. And I can only be thankful for the life and doubt, for the birds outside that spin the furthest get on my knees, for the smile on your lips, for the day without and noon.
looking at the wood stove and the towels upon the sink, with your fingers on my forehead. All I can think is life is beautiful. For the way you kiss my fingers, for the way you hold my hands, for the way you look in those leather pants, for the times like now when I just got rolled another smoke. Breathe deeply for a moment and take another toke. Life is beautiful. When it's over and the afternoon is done, we can spend the evening dreaming of the rising sun. And even when the shadows look me right in the eye, feel your heart within my belly like the stars up in the sky. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful.
Rovics, Garage.
I think thank you very much for everyone for coming. It's been a great evening. Thank you.